Hello, my name is Garrett Nelson, and I'm going to be informing you on the career and business of physical therapy. The reason I'm choosing this is because it's a big interest in me. I actually work at a physical therapy place. I'm a tech, so I'm just helping out. I help out the physical therapist, so I see it firsthand. And then, secondly, that's what I want my career to be. And third, I just think it's an interesting topic that people should know about and know like what physical therapists do, how much money they make, how you become a physical therapist. A lot of people don't know, unless if you're going to school for it. So basically, the first question is, who are physical therapists? They're highly educated, licensed healthcare professionals. They help patients heal, reduce pain, manage their injuries or disabilities, and help them get through their daily life with as least amount of pain as they can. They obtain their knowledge from schooling, interning, stuff like that. The patients transition, they help them transition from clinic to home. And there's a variety of different clinics, different scenes of clinics. So there's outpatient offices, hospitals, just inpatient facilities, even in-home. So the physical therapists go to people's homes or they'll come to your home. Schools and research centers, anything. There's a lot of healthcare buildings and facilities that have physical therapy places in them, such as doctors' offices, hospitals. Those are big ones, as well as just clinics in general. So people just opening up their own physical therapy clinics. Based on that, what it takes to become a physical therapist, first you have to go to school, 4-year university, accredited university. Once you get that undergraduate or bachelor's degree, and you'll go to the next level. You'll take your GRE, and based on your GPA and GRE together, it varies for each school which one's more important, but together they're combined, and then they either accept you or don't accept you based on your application. It's very competitive. There's a lot of people getting into it. Let's see. And then once you get through that, then you must take your national exam. And then based on the state you're in, the requirements differ, but every state has different requirements, but the same national exam. So that's the same. And then a fact right here, 199 colleges and universities nationwide support physical therapy education programs. And then 96% now offer the doctorate program in the remaining programs that convert. So I got that fact from the physicaltherapyadministration.org. It's a recent fact. And then from the same reference, over 204,000 on average physical therapists are licensed today in the United States, and we'll go into the earnings. So their average salary is about $85,000 a year, based on your job title, your years of experience, geographical location. So like I know in California they make more than here in Arizona, especially starting out, just because bigger state, more demand, and just higher living costs as well. Off of that, the employment outlook, so the future of physical therapy, is growing a lot. It's a very competitive and thriving career. And the program, you have to score well on GRE and have a high GPA just to get into the doctorate program alone. So that leans out a lot of people. And then from there, you have to actually graduate and then get a job, which getting a job is the easiest part because it's a high demand. From the same reference, physical therapy is expected to grow 36% from 2012 to 2022, which is much faster than any average for all occupations. So every job that's the fastest growing. So from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, so the statistics say that it's supposed to grow the most, just based on there's always demand for healthcare, especially pain management, even just getting healthy. People go to physical therapy places just to do workout programs now, stuff like that. The appeal for people to come to be employed as a physical therapist is just helping people become physically and mentally better, pain wise and just overall. It's a pretty good salary, and then I think the excitement of an active athletic style job is very attractive, especially because a lot of people don't like sitting in desks and doing desk jobs. So I think that's a reason why the career is booming. Uh, the basic role of a physical therapist, so just based on theoretical and scientific applications, the tools they create to create exercise programs, how they do their manual work on the patients, and how they just have they're reassuring the patients that they'll feel less pain after it. So basically, the role is it's different for every physical therapist, but the universal roles, the universal principles are usually they start off with an eval. So they bring in the patient, they do some paperwork, and then they examine what's wrong, ask them questions, and then from there they diagnose the patient, and then building off that, they make a plan to help manage movement, dysfunction, and pain, and just enhancing physical and functional abilities for them. So it's different for every patient. One patient might be a little bit heavier set. One patient might be smaller. So it just depends on a lot of things, physically, mentally, even just like pain tolerance wise. So you might not be able to work on someone a little bit harder than the other person because they can't take as much pain. But then once they do that, usually they'll take them through exercises either before or after they do manual work, which manual work is usually consists of them stretching them out, massaging them. They help gain motion back. So if you have like a total knee, they'll bend the knee, try to get the motion back. They'll push it past the limit so that they can get that ability back that they used to have. And then there's also other things that build off that. They do dry needling, which is basically acupuncture, just a little bit different. Scraping, which is just a tool that they scrape, and it's just a little bit deeper than using your hands. There's a lot of things. Fire cupping, they put a fire in the cup and you put it on top. Just brings blood to the area, helps heal. There's a lot of things and then at the end they'll usually do like ice or stem, just to help the healing process as well. And then once they've done that, their main job is to just help the patient become reliant on their own. So they give them home exercise programs slowly, give them small things to do, and then they build off that, and then eventually they'll be able to do everything at home. They'll be able to do all their exercises so that they're not relying on the physical therapist, so that they can go home and not have to pay for physical therapy because it's expensive if you don't have insurance, and even if you do, it runs out. So you want to be able to do it on your own. And then from that, it's just physical therapy as a career. That's what I'm inspired by. That's why I'm talking about it. And it's just growing at a rapid pace, and the demand for pain relief and healthcare is at its highest right now. And really the importance of physical therapy, I think, is due to sports injuries, just elderly people. Everyone's getting old, everyone's getting limber, and just everyday work injuries, everyday pain. So it's all around. Everyone experiences it, and I think it's a very important career and business to know about. And that's all I have. Thank you.